Yo, yo, yo. It's Marky Terrell. I'm gonna live a long time. I hope so. I'm planning on to, Shakim. I told God, look, the world needs me. My family needs me. Please spare my life. So hopefully he listens. How you doing, sweetheart? You all right? How was your time off? Oh, really? It's like pouring rain outside, so I can't really do anything. Oh, you're still off? Okay, cool. Yeah, I wasn't even gonna come on, but it's like pouring outside, so I said, let me come on for a bit. I'm gonna be on for only an hour or so. I'm hanging out with my sister this afternoon. Hello, Andrea. How you doing? Good morning. You've been on this house hunting stuff, have you? Considering another state? Hey, well, when one don't work, another one does. That's up to you. If you feel like that's what you want to do or that's what you have to do, then go for it. Sometimes a big change is a better change. You know, what's happening to me right now in this past few months is something I thought that would never happen. And it's happening all right in front of me. Good things, things that I thought were impossible, but by the grace of God, it's all been put in front of me for the taking. So I'm taking it. So whatever changes you want to make, I always encourage everybody to make changes, but make it reality changes, things that you can handle, things that you can do, things that you can prepare yourself for. Anything's possible. You just gotta make it possible in a good way. Sometimes we have to take risks. I don't mind taking risks, and as long as it's not putting me in any type of debt or depression or anything like that, which I don't really get because I don't put myself in those predicaments. But it's just like my my sister's going through her divorce, and she's been working at the company that she's been working for is like family company, like on his end. She's been there for 15 years, and she didn't want to resign. And I said, well, as soon as you do resign, because she can't find a job, and she's got her resumes out. People tell her yes, people tell her no, people tell her maybe in September. So I told her, I said, the universe wants you to quit your job now or resign from your job now, because why should they give you something so you can get rid of the other thing? You need to get rid of that first, and then you'll find the right job. The right job will be presented to you. You have no idea how this works. And I'm telling you how it works. Resign, and I literally tell you the next day or the same day you'll get an opportunity. That's how it works. I don't know, Mark. I don't know. I don't think so. I doubt it. My life. I said, see, this is why you're not getting anywhere, because you're not doing what I'm telling you. So guess what happened? She wrote her letter of resignation. She handed it in yesterday. And later on that night, she was talking to some people and she got a job just like that. And she came home singing, dancing, carrying on crazy like a mad woman. And I said, didn't I tell you, stupid? You gotta listen to me. This is how the universe is. This is how life is. You have to get rid of one thing in order to get the other. The other thing doesn't just come before you get rid of the other thing. And if it does, it's probably too good to be true, or it's probably meant for that to happen, yes. But that's a 50-50 chance those things happen. Sometimes you have to get rid of a long-term situation in order to start your new journey. It's there for the taking, but if you don't do it, you ain't never gonna know. And that's what happened with me. 16 years ago, I was working for a clown, didn't want to be a part of his circus. And I said, you know what? I'm going on my own. I want to be the ringleader. And I went and did it. I said, to hell with this. I'm doing it my way. And I've been on my own ever since, and I've been perfectly fine. Work for myself, by myself, go work when I want to. It's raining right now. I don't feel like working. I ain't going to work. It's that simple. You have to change your life in order to get what you want. And that's how life is. The opportunities are all there for the taking. But we have to say, okay, now's my time. I'm ready now. Even though you might not be ready mentally, but you will be. It'll change your mentality once you make that change. I'm a prime example of that. And my sister pretty much did what I told her, and it happened. And I'm not the only one who told her. Her other friend told her as well. It's like, listen, Mark and I is telling you the right thing. You need to resign first, and then you'll get a job just like that. You get your reward once you get rid of your shit, your toxicity, your problem. Once you get rid of your problem, it's solved. Then the universe says, here you go. All you had to do was this whole time. So I encourage everyone to change, to make the change that's necessary. 1, for you to be happy. 2, for you to be successful. And 3, for your mental state of mind. Everything else becomes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Once you do those things, you'll be fine. Life's too short to worry. Worry would just breed more worry, and then you'll be lost in the matrix forever. But it's up to us. We have to make the decision. So I would say go for it. Do what makes you happy. If you guys want an oracle card or a message, just let me know. If not, I'm probably going to talk your ear off and tell you what you should be doing. All right, sweetie, no problem. It's been raining for like 2 days straight. Yesterday and today, it's been raining nonstop. And we need the rain too. We need the rain. Thank you, Jesus. You need the rain like in the worst way. Okay, Shakim, I got your donation. Thanks. Go ahead and ask your question. When I knew it wouldn't get, and it had everything. Second didn't have potential. Third was in a bad area. Well, it's telling me that it's really, draining you, first of all. You're not happy with what you've seen. And it's telling me that you should discontinue looking because there's no, like, it's not going to get any better, is what they're saying. It's also saying you might have been through some weird experiences during this time trying to get the house. Like you're wondering if, this is really what you should be doing, or it really should, like some unexpected things might happen or arise when you do deal with these house hunting situations. So they're saying don't punish yourself. Don't like cause yourself not to be happy because you can't find it. And it's saying that you might have to like temporarily take a break on it, even though I know you want it that bad. But it's saying that you got to retreat and like, just like, yeah, exactly. It's saying that I don't get nothing good. Like, yeah, it's saying that you're like, the cards are saying like nothing's gonna come out of this. They're saying it's also a waste. Like the places that you have found are wasteful. They're not nothing that should be decent. Okay, yeah. Oh boy. Tell me something, have you considered like renting another place? I know you want to buy a house, that's understandable. But have you considered like renting somewhere else? Like is there like a decent rental that you can that's in your range, like that you like, or you can, or is available? Like spirit just like said to me rentals. But I know you don't really want that. I know you want your own place. But they're saying like to get your own place, there's gonna be like a wasteful thing to do. I don't know why they're telling me that, but like, yeah, exactly. So that's must be why they're telling me it's a waste. Like I'm getting like the same word over and over is discontinue doing it. But like I don't know. Let me check something. Let me check to see what they want you to do. Yeah. Yeah. They're saying that you can get you can get like yeah. They're saying that a rental is also going to be like going backwards. Like and they're saying that's gonna go you're also gonna go backwards renting as well. But they're saying you're gonna get more communication about places that are available in the next 2 weeks. It's just that don't let these people like flatter you and say, oh, this is a wonderful place and blah blah. You know how people just want to sell shit, right? So they're saying like make sure it's not a wasteful thing. You know, use your thinking. You might have to like make a sacrifice just to get what you want. You might have to make a big readjustment or like just trying to get a better situation because I don't see nothing happening here. Like I just see like you're suspicious about the places that you go see and like you don't want to also be dependent on anybody else as well. But they're saying um you should hear about places like you should hear about availability, but whether you get it or whether it's decent, that's the problem. Like it's saying like I don't really get like a positive situation at all. It's just saying that you'll hear, you'll get communication about certain things, but for you, for your standards, it's saying that it's wasteful. It's something that's not really decent. Let me check if you were to consider going to another state, right? Right. So if you consider going to another state, I'll ask if that's better. All right. Let me just check for you. Well, I'm just kind of getting like the same energy. Even if you move, you've got to make like a serious it has to do with you. You know, like your job or whether you want to work and whether you want if you have that willpower and that self-reliance and self-confidence that you need. Like if you can create a way to make this happen, then they're saying that's the only way it's gonna happen. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly why like I'm getting what I'm getting. Because as you type that, I'm kind of getting like the magician here. And that's to me is like the final outcome where you have to make the magic. You've got to be self-reliant, self-confident. You got to have the willpower to create this whole thing. So they're saying that if you make it happen, it'll happen. But if you just sit back and wait for opportunities, then it's not going to arise. It's not coming. You'll just be flattered. You'll be suspicious. You'll get offers and things like that, but it's not the things that you want. It's not what you want. Well, it's saying if you do move in the next like 3 months, May, June, July, like there's a possibility you'll find a new home. But it's gonna take some adapting to, which is normal. Like it's something that you're gonna be like, wow, I gotta start a whole new goddamn life just to get what I want. but I'm glad that I'm starting it because it was I had to captivate my own ideas. I was too timid, or I was too like worried about how the outcome is going to be. I just think this is more mentally in your case where you're like worried about how the situation is going to pan out if you take this risk. But it's telling me between now and July, you know, yeah, Delaware is actually a place that doesn't have a lot of tax, because Bermuda. Let me tell you a story about Delaware. It's funny you said that. Delaware is where Amazon is, right? Like one of the headquarters or something like that. It was like there's a headquarter. I'm sure Amazon's like everywhere, right? But like recently, Bermuda moved. Like I get packages from away, like right? When people send me things, right? Yeah. So that's a good choice, Shakima, because if the tax is low or it doesn't have tax or some shit. So Bermuda, like they moved their office to Delaware so we can get a cheaper price on our like shipments and stuff, because there's no like tax. They don't tax you on shit because we send things to Delaware and then Delaware sends it to Bermuda. So because Delaware has that no tax or whatever the heck it is on shipping or something like that, I can't remember what it is, but they moved their whole office the beginning of this year just because of that, because it was too much money from New Jersey. New Jersey was like a killer. So they went from New Jersey to Delaware just to make it better for us. Yeah, tax-free state. Yeah. So that's like a really good place to go if you're willing to save money and things like that. So that's why they moved there. So that was a good thing. So now that I don't want to ask you where you're going, but being that you said that's where you want to go, let's check. Yeah, it's saying it's possible. It's saying it's possible, but it's still showing me that you have to do yeah, it's telling me that you'd have to like completely abandon everything you have there in order to make this happen. And I'm watching that happen every day. I'm watching people like get rid of their past, their lives, what they're doing now, and moving and like making everything like behind. And if you're willing to do this, Shakima, it'll work. It's saying that you can't let this be your downfall, Yeah. So I still go back to what I originally said, is if you make this happen, you have to make it happen. Like no one's gonna say, come here, let me take you by the hand, Shaquem, and I'll make everything better for you. So if you make this like if you completely make this sudden change and complete change, it's gonna benefit you, yes. Yeah, you have to leave everything behind. But see, you're doubting this and you're wondering if this is gonna happen. You can't hide your emotions. You have to like be practical. You can't restrain yourself no longer. And then when you move, obviously it's going to be a change. Obviously it's going to be a huge change, and there might be some setbacks and there might be some like up and down things. But if your friends are there that you can depend on, then they can help you to a certain point, obviously, Okay, cool. Now, when I asked that, I got a positive outcome. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, but you know what? I understand that. And that's something that, I remember when I left my parents' house after my dad recuperated from his sickness. My mom and dad were mad. They were like, "You're gonna leave us And you're here, you can live with us, no problem. I'm like, look, I don't want to live here with you guys. I want my own place. Like, you guys are too controlling and shit. So like I was like, I don't want to. I'm gonna go live with my sister and my brother-in-law and the kids because my sister needs me to help her now. I help dad recover, so I'm gonna still come here all the time. We live pretty much 10 minutes within each other, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna see you. I'm just not gonna live with you. And they got over it. I still deal with my parents. I still help them more than anybody else, and I live here, and I do everything for everybody. See what I'm saying? Life goes on. Like I know sometimes it's difficult, but if we don't make that fucking change, then we're never gonna know. You're never gonna know until you do it. And I feel like this year is a year that people really, really have to do it. Like and have to make a change. I just proved it with my sister because she's a worry freak. She's like my parents. See, I don't worry about fucking nothing. I just do what I have to do. My worrying days are over. I don't care about worrying and what everybody else is doing. I do what Mark wants to do. And I try and tell people, and some people say, well, Mark, it's not that easy. You talk like, yeah. I'm like, okay, whatever. You'll find out one day. Yeah. Well, it's saying that it's still difficult. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, the cards are saying it's very difficult to get this to work. And it's saying that nothing's going to work in the next, couple months unless, even if you do go Delaware, it's going to be difficult. It's still saying I'm not getting like the sun, the lovers, and the two of cups here. And none of those cards are showing up. It's cards of doubt. It's cards of suspicion. It's cards of like, do I really want to do this? Cards of worry, cards of unexpected changes. It's just cards that are telling me that it's up and down. It's not really a secure thing to do, but it's not a bad thing either. I'm not getting like the 8 to 10 of shit. It's not. I wouldn't say negative, but it's just like doubtful. It's something that spirit probably doesn't want you to do right now, and I know you want to go, but sometimes you can't. You just. I wouldn't say can't, but it's not. It's not reality right now. See, my sister wanted to leave her job and quit several times this year. And I told her, look, don't do it yet. Just wait. I can't wait any longer. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, yeah, do what you want to do. Go ahead. Fuck your life up. And then she asked me again. She goes, do you think I should do it now? I said, yeah, you should do it now. She's like, oh, really? You think so? I said, yeah, do it now. And then she did it, and then bang. She got a job the same day she pretty much resigned. She's gonna be at her old job for a couple more days because she's leaving. She's giving them like a 10-day notice. She'll officially be going next week for good, and she's already got a job. You see, but I understand like it's very difficult to make decisions, but life's full of choices and decisions, so it's annoying. I mean, I know sometimes, we're not getting the answers that we want and not getting what we want. It's because it's not meant to be. It's not meant to do what we have to do right now. And I know sometimes like it's so difficult because some people say, well, you're saying go for it, but not really. And I'm saying, yeah, well, you have to go for it if you feel you can, Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. Yeah. And what about where your mom lives? Like you can't go where she is? Like in that area? Yeah, it's easier for me because I have family around, but family is not always easy to deal with. Trust me, I've been through a lot of bullshit. Yeah, yeah, New York is a lot more expensive. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a pain in the ass. That's like Bermuda. Bermuda's like super expensive. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous here. The price of living is like, I don't even know how people live here sometimes. It's just, you have to be very smart when you live in an expensive place. You can't live amongst your means. You know, you have to get things on special. You have to get things on a discount. You have to really be conservative these days, because if not, you'll find yourself in a hole deep. Well, Shakima, as your friend and as someone who's known you for a while, and my advice to you is to keep going. Don't give up. Because as soon as you give up, then that's when you have to start all over again. And I know it's 2 years, but there's times where we all go through hard times, you know. I've been through a hard year dealing with my family, my parents, my sister, my nephews, this fucking divorce. But I've kept my head above water. Like, I'm not letting it get to me. Many times I want to go beat the shit out of my brother-in-law for his stupidity and what he's done to my family, you know? But like, we have to keep it together, you know, just keep praying, keep finding a way. Like, there's gonna be an opening. You just have to wait for it. You have to, find it and do it at the right time. And I know it's annoying. Trust me. I've been through that situation already. Many times I've gotten discouraged, and sometimes my belief is backwards for a day or two, and then I realize how stupid I am for not believing in more into what's gonna happen for real. And I think our belief is more important than anything. So my advice to you is, you're a psychic like me. You should like completely keep devoting yourself to preparing yourself for the change, no matter how difficult it is. Because sometimes we have to go through a difficult part in order to get the right part. And I know it's difficult. I've been through a lot of bullshit this past couple months, and I'm not giving up. I've seen a lot of bad things happen, but I just keep the faith that it's all going to work out, and it does. But just not, sometimes it just doesn't happen when we want it to. That's the shitty part of it. Sometimes we can't get what we want right away. Sometimes we just got to keep on building ourselves, keep on getting ourselves to the right place in the right frame of mind. But unfortunately, people want now, people want today. And sometimes those things don't happen. It's fucked up. Well, best thing to do is keep your faith, and just know that it's going to happen. You just got to keep telling yourself, look, I know this shit's going to happen. I know I'm going to get my house. I know I'm going to have the right situation at the right time. I know you want to leave that place. You've been saying it forever. And the cards keep saying, yeah, it's possible. It's possible. And then next time it's not. And then it's a. Oh, that's the thing. Sometimes we have to get karma for our decisions. Many times I want to leave Bermuda too and get the hell out of here because people are toxic, but it doesn't matter where I go. There's toxic people everywhere, So sometimes you have to make the best of your situation because there is no other solution. But to me, there's always a solution. You just got to find it or like sit down and write down all the solutions to the problem, or all the logical things that can happen or should happen or you want to happen. Like, you have to live in reality and say, look, I can do this, I can do that. I can't do this and I can't do that because that's going to put me further behind. Sometimes if we write shit down, it'll open our minds up to like more possibilities, because when you think you found out the real possibility, there's another one. I've learned that a lot this year. Like I said, you know what, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and then I'll listen to other people's situations, or like I'll just sit there and just like I'll analyze everything, overanalyze it, and then I'll be like, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this now because I think this is the better way, even though it's probably something that's out of my comfort zone. I'm doing it just because I know it's the right thing. I think it's affecting a lot of people, and it's happening a lot. You know, a lot of people are going through a lot of difficult changes right now. You are not the only one. I'm watching my family go through difficult shit. I feel like I'm okay because I have the right mindset. Like I don't let things bother me anymore. I live in the present. I don't really, live in the future too much. I don't even like to predict the future too much. I like to predict the present, like and what's gonna happen, in the next couple of days, not in the next year or months. Because anything can change. And I realize that every day. Like all you need is that opportunity. I don't know what it is, but lately I'm having like a moment where I can see the next 30 minutes. This week I've been seeing like shit before it happens, and it's freaking me out, and I'm trying to turn it off because I don't like to see those things. Like I don't like to see like what's gonna happen in the next 30 minutes. That's too freaky for me. I don't. I mean, some people would love that, but like I can't. That's just too freaky for me. I can't handle that. It's happened a lot, and I'm like, this is fucking crazy. I can't do this. Like you guys gotta fuck off with that shit. Like I don't mind being that cool and that in tune to everything, but I don't want that. That's just like that's weird, you know. Like I can see something happening before it's happening. It's happened to me before, but I don't like it. Like it's just something that I don't know. It freaks me out too much. Nothing really freaks me out too much anymore, but that's like crazy. Like when my sister, she told me yesterday, look, I'm going to a meeting at 5 o'clock for the Home and School Association that she's a part of for the kids' school. And as soon as she said that, I said, like, I heard Spirit say, guess what? She's coming back with a job. And I'm like, yeah, right, whatever. I'm not listening to you guys. Like, because that's what I want. That's what I want for her. I want her to like tell me she's got a job. And when she walked through my door, she was singing and dancing. She's like, guess what, Marky? I got a job at the school. And I was like, okay, that's fucking nuts. No, I can't do this. Like, you guys got to leave me alone. And like 2 days ago, I was, like I had some frozen burgers that I put on the barbecue, and they come in a 2-pack and they were stuck. And I usually take a knife and I, pierce them so they can separate. And I said, fuck, I hope I don't cut myself. And I saw myself cutting myself, and I fucking cut myself right here on my thumb. See? And I was like, this is insane. I can't do this anymore. Like, you guys gotta leave me alone. I don't like hearing things in my head like that. I don't mind, but it's like it's too much. Like it's telling me what's gonna happen in the next couple minutes, and I can't deal with that. That's too much for me. I asked kindly to turn that off. I don't need that right now. So sometimes like we can get so, what I call it is being spiritually inclined to the next level. But I like it when it's positive, but when it's negative, I don't, obviously, because I don't want no negative shit. But it's almost like I know it's gonna happen. Spirit's telling me what's gonna happen. They're fucking with me, but in a good way. But it's just something that it's a part of our gift because they want to reward us for what we're doing, and that's fine. But like I'm like, okay, that's a little too much for me. I don't really want to know that shit. But it's crazy. Like, it's just weird. I don't know how to explain it, but I guess I just did. But it's a weird explanation. It's a weird feeling. I wouldn't call it like deja vu because it's not. It's like knowing before it happens in a matter of minutes before it happens. There was actually a show that happened. Like the person knew shit was gonna happen before it happens. And I was like, all right, we need to like calm down on those things for a bit. I don't need to know everything like that. I'd rather be in suspense and like find out afterwards. But it's crazy because my auntie died on uh on Sunday. She had dementia pretty bad, and she was in a nursing home for like 3 months, I think. And I helped her spiritually like last year get like spirit out of her house and stuff, and told her what to do over the phone. Um, and then like she was pretty much cool after that, and then she passed away on Sunday. She was in a lot of pain. She couldn't really walk anymore. She couldn't eat anymore. She was 83. She lived a good life. She was a very hardworking woman. She didn't have kids or anything like that. And her husband died like 15 years ago. I got to see them several times. Um, they lived in British Columbia, so they were far away from us. But right after my mom told me that she passed away, like I closed my eyes in disbelief, and I saw her with her husband, my uncle. I saw them together, and they looked younger, like 20 years younger. Like 20 years ago, they were happy because they were together, and my uncle wasn't sick. And he usually wears glasses 24/7, and he didn't have any glasses, and he had a little bit more hair than usual. And she had like a white dress, and he was dressed in like a suit with a vest with no jacket, and I could see it like perfect. It was like a real cool vision, and they were hugging each other. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy. Like, sometimes I don't really see my own family like that. But because I helped her, she was pretty much like giving me the heads up, like, look, I'm fine. I have my husband. That's all I really want in spirit. So it was weird, but, I'm glad I saw it because that way, I know she's safe. I know she's all right. I know she's fine. So, because I know she suffered a lot and so did her husband. Yeah. So she's finally not suffering anymore. I'm happy that, I'm not really like, gonna mourn a death because there's no reason to. Because, people die in pain sometimes. So you're supposed to be happy that they no longer have that pain. They no longer are suffering. They're now a spirit that's in free mode and they can do what they want. It depends on who you are. Obviously, if you're an evil fuck, then you're probably going to hell. But if you see them in spirit, that means that they made it. They're fine. God spared them pretty much. So it was good to see them together. And like, I told my sister, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm so happy that you can see them together." So I was like, "Yep, I'm glad too," because I normally don't see family stuff too much. So I'm just glad she's not suffering anymore. So my mom had 5 siblings, so she's like the last two. My mom's the youngest, and then her brother's living. He's the oldest, or second oldest. So he's still living, and my mom's still living, obviously. So those are the only two. She only has one sibling left, and that's her brother. So my mom's kind of devastated to see another one of her sisters pass away because two of her sisters passed away 4 years ago at the same month, 2 weeks behind each other. So my mom only has a brother left, and obviously us, our immediate family. So she's all right though. She knew it was gonna happen because she got the call last week from the doctor, and doctor said, "Look, she's gonna go any day now. Like she's pretty much, nothing's working." So, and you can hear it in her voice, like she was suffering. So we was like, yeah, hopefully God takes her life. She's had enough. So did Sunday morning, and it's good that you die on a Sunday. If you die on a Sunday, that's a good sign. 'Cause that's like a already holy day. So when she passed away on Sunday, I was actually happy. I was like, good, I'm glad she died on a Sunday and she's no longer in pain, and I can see her in spirit right away hugging her husband, and that was the best feeling ever. I was like, good, finally, she's okay. And that's what most people want. When you're a widow, and you see somebody in spirit that you've been wanting to see for years, it's a great feeling to see those people together again. So it's difficult, but it's nothing like seeing them together in spirit. So it's a good feeling. So yeah, it's rough, but you know, they all say the same thing to me, Mark, don't get married. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get married. I don't see any potential suitors, so I'll be all right. I said I can stay single. That's fine. Cause like my auntie used to say to me, see, I lost my husband. I've been without him for 20 years. It's like being single again, and you don't want another man, so you just like mourn out your days of living. That's pretty difficult to live like another 15, 20 years without the person that you've been with all your life. That's pretty tough, pretty sad. So I understand where they're coming from, but that's the life that you choose. That's the life you want. But it's all good. Though. It's all good. Oh, thanks, Shakimi. You sent me another donation. I just saw it. I appreciate it. You didn't have to. That's cool. I was doing that for you. But thanks. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but I would just say like keep looking, keep searching, keep trying to find a better way. The cards aren't really telling me anything truly significant and truly concrete yes and concrete no. It's just telling me that when I get like different types of um, messages and cards, to me that's just saying it's not the right time and it's just not the right solution right now. But you can do things. It's just that you have to make sure you're making the right decision. Yeah, if you were praying about it last night, that's a good thing. Keep praying. God's listening. That's one of my cards there. So just keep going. Just keep fighting. Keep trying. At the beginning of this year, I thought I'll be moving too. I thought this divorce was going to ruin us, but we end up getting good news that we're keeping the house. That we can afford to live here. We'll be fine. My sister and I are going to make it happen. And we did. Yeah, well, I mean, it's an affordable, yeah, it's an affordable thing. See what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm seeing shit that's happening. Like, it's fucking annoying to be, I know it's some people will be like, no, Mark, that's not annoying. That's amazing. I'm like, yeah, well, sometimes for you, but not for me. That shit's freaky. I don't. That's just like too much. Spirit's like on full force lately, man. I don't even understand what I've been seeing in the past couple months. Has been absolutely insane. I've always been like I don't know what it is, but I love animals, obviously. I can't stand birds, but birds have been always significant in my life, and it's so crazy, you know. A couple weeks ago, I saw a hawk in Bermuda. The hawks don't even live here. We don't have hawks in Bermuda. But as you know, hawks are like one of the most smartest and most, powerful birds out there, right? And they're like birds that can fly all over the place, right? And I was outside and I looked, I was like, who the fuck is flying a drone around here? I thought it was a drone. That's how big it was, right? I'm saying, who the heck's flying a drone? So then when it came closer, I was like, that's a fucking eagle or something, right? So then I took a picture of it. I have it on my phone. Like it flew by and went through like the shadow of the sun, like, and it flew over me. And I was like, what the hell is that? So I zoomed in on my phone, right? And I took a picture of it and I said, oh, that's not an eagle. That's a different bird. So I Googled it. Like, see, look. This thing's huge. I've never seen a bird this big in Bermuda in my life. There's no big birds here like that. We don't have hawks and eagles and all that shit. That don't exist here in Bermuda, right? And this thing flew over my head, right? Went through the sun. He went like a straight angle right over me. He just glided, and it was beautiful to see. I've never seen it in my life. This happened like 3 weeks ago. And I was all by myself. So I was like, fuck, no one's gonna believe me. So I'm gotta record it. So I recorded a video of him flying. He ran around in circles and he flew right over my head like that. And I was watching him and he came right through the sun. Like, like the sun's above, obviously, and he came like and then like I was watching to see where he went, and he ran around and he circled around and then he just disappeared off into like where the water is. And so I went online and found out what it means spiritually. And it said that I'm being protected by spirit, right? It's like a protecting sign. And it said other things, and you can go, there's many meanings. But the main thing was it says that you're being protected at this moment by, the highest form of protection spiritually. And I feel that way too. So I was like, this is insane. Like, how the hell am I seeing a hawk in Bermuda? And I went online to see if anybody was talking about it. No one said a damn word. Because usually when we see something abnormal here, like people would say, hey, did you see that hawk flying through the air the other day? Or did you see that? That's crazy. What the hell? And we were like, this is crazy. Like the biggest bird we have here is like an owl. We have owls here. And that's like the biggest bird we have. I've never, ever in my whole life of living here have seen a hawk, ever. Never, ever. And I don't know anybody in this island that's seen one that says, hey, look, I saw a hawk. We have a hawk here in Bermuda. Like that shit don't exist. Like we don't, they don't, those type of birds don't live on an island like here, And then right after that, like I started to like get more visions, more like things happen, like more good stuff happen. And then me and my nephew were in the pool. So there was a white feather in the pool. And my nephew goes, hey, Uncle Mark, look, there's a white feather right there in the pool. And I'm like, this is crazy, like another sign. And I'm like, we don't even have white birds around here or birds with white feathers. We have red birds, blue birds, catbirds, which are all gray. We have kiskadee that are yellow and brown. Like there's no birds around here that's got white feathers. Like that shit's just weird. It's just freaky. And it's like, how the hell did this shit get here? You know what I'm saying? So like I've been freaked out lately by spirits adventures with me. And like sometimes like I don't even understand how it's possible for those things to happen, but it does. It's like it's so weird. And then it gets better. Like I see numbers all day, every day. And like Then I was outside talking to my sister, and I had like a pipe in my hand, like an electrical pipe, and I was just like flinging it around. And a bird came right next to me, like a sparrow. He came flying right across me. And my sister was like, "What the fuck?" And then he just like the bird flew right between me and the pipe. I had the pipe like right here. Like I was just going like this, talking to her, and the bird came in between. I felt him hit my face, like with his wings. And he went through me and up to the tree and then looked at me. And I was like, all right, that's enough. I told my sister, I'm going home. Fuck this shit. I'm getting out of here. Birds are annoying the shit out of me. Like this is just too freaky. I need to stay inside. I can't handle shit like that. It's just a little bit too much. Like, but you know what? Like, it's their way of saying, like, I know the reality of it. I know what I'm really, seeing and what is really happening. Like, they're using animals to like say, hey, look, like this shit's real, yo. Like, we're knocking on your door here. Like, you're about to have, an epiphany here. You're about to have everything you need. Just keep the faith. Like, we love the fact that you acknowledge us, you help others. It's their way of like, praising me, which is great. I like that, but it's a little bit too freaky. It's a little bit too much for my liking, but I can handle it. You know what I mean? It's fine. I just like sometimes I just laugh it off because I know it's real, but it's also like kind of like, okay, you're doing me like that? All right, no problem. And I would say a week today, yeah, last week Tuesday, my psychic friend came over here, and her and I had to double bank a spirit that was in the attic area up in the main house, because my brother-in-law used to live there, and I still felt like a weird energy, right? I still felt like a weird energy in there. I can feel it, but I couldn't get it out. I tried my best, but I needed to like trap him, with another person that was just as strong as me. So I called her. I said, look, I need you to help me get this, whatever the heck it is in here. It's a spirit, but I just can't see it. And it's pretty powerful, but it's not as powerful, that's not really doing nothing to me. It's just making everybody else that comes here worry or feel anxiety or feel pressure. So I know it's a bad one, but we need to get it out of here. Obviously, it's not welcome here. Like, we need to get it up. So I don't really have to do it too often. I have ways of doing it, and it doesn't really affect me. So I told her I'm going to stay at the door so he can't come out. I'm going to open both windows, and there's a bathroom and there's a main bedroom. There's a window in each area, and I'm at the door so he can't get out. So she went in there and done her thing. She went around the whole room, saging. She goes, yeah, I can feel he's in here. And I'm like, I know, he's in here. It's a person, it's a guy. So she's in there saging. And we finally got him trapped in the bathroom. And I can see the blurry sensation in the window. Like, see the window right there? Like, I could see the blurriness. Like, he wanted to leave, but he was like, nah, I ain't fucking leaving. And they're ignorant sometimes. You gotta like really say, look, get the fuck out. Like, you gotta swear and like so they know you're serious. So she was saying, get the fuck out, right? And I'm laughing because he's trying to get out, but he don't want to. So then I see the blurriness move. And then he went in the bathroom and he slammed the fucking door. When she came towards me, the door went like this. Boom. And we jumped. We were like, what the fuck? So she goes, well, I guess he's gone now. Because he pretty much said, yeah, you want me to fucking leave? Okay, fine. And what do we do when we get mad when somebody tells us leave? We slam the door, right? And we're like, yeah, fuck you, I'm leaving. Bang. So in the bathroom, right, when I opened the door, because I told her, now you stay at the door so he don't come out. And then I opened the door and I said, get out. And I saw the screen of the door. It's now got like yellow spots all over it from him leaving. And Spirit gave me the signal that he left. And then I looked in the mirror of the bathroom And all I heard, it's done, Mark is gone. And he hasn't been back since. Because we told him, look, you need to leave and you need to go live with him. If that's who you want to live with, he's at another place. I told the spirit, look, you need to go live with him. Who you were with. You were with him. Now you need to go to his house now. We don't want you here no more. But it took both of us to get him out. And he was so mad that he slammed the door. She was like this, talking to me face to face. And in the back, I saw the door go like that. Bam. And loud too. And there's no wind, no nothing. And that shit like freaked me out. I was like, what the fuck did I just see? So I've seen a lot of crazy spiritual things lately, like, that has shown me, like, that I can handle it. I'm not really scared of things like that. But she looked at me and says, Mark, if you weren't here, I would have thought it was bullshit. She goes, see, this is what I try and tell people. Spirit is so powerful, we have no idea what's going on sometimes. Like people are clueless. They think it's bullshit. It's not bullshit. This spirit, there's more spirits in the world than there is living people. People have to understand that. There's more dead people than there is alive, and always will be. So you can't fuck with that shit. That shit's gonna get to you eventually, and you have to like be stern and say, look, you gotta get out of here. We don't want you in here. So now, because it didn't bother me, I was up there working and I know it's in there, but I don't really care. Like to me, it don't bother me. They can't bother me, so it doesn't bother me at all. But when my sister went up there, when my nephews went up there, they would say they got headaches because it'll not attack, but like it'll annoy them because they're not used to it or they're not meant to handle it. So, and now when they go up there, they're all happy and all excited and they don't talk about it no more because it's gone. But see, I can't physically see them. I can't see like them, like in the room, but I can see the blurry vision. Like I can see the blur. I can see them floating through the air, like, things like that. I can see where they are, especially if they go in front of a window. If they go in front of a wall, I won't see them. But if they go towards a window, I can see them through the sage smoke. And then like my friend said, she goes, if you were in here and I told somebody the door slammed behind me without me even touching it, nobody would believe me. And I said, oh, I've seen this before. I've dealt with people that clear homes. And I've seen people do it. And I've seen it online. I've seen people, tell me stories about it. And it happened right in front of me. And I was like, what the fuck? Like I had a what the fuck moment. And it was kind of scary. But I went right to the door. She was like, you going over there? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I'm not scared of no spirit. Like, I've been doing this shit forever. I'm not scared of. If I was scared, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. And it don't affect me. So, and that's why, like, you have to really, like, it's a learning experience. You have to learn everything you're seeing, and see how you said your visions have enhanced. The reason they've enhanced is because you're believing in yourself. You're believing in what you see. And that's the best thing. Like I keep telling people, you can be the best version of you if you keep believing things. If you don't believe nothing, then nothing's going to happen. You have to believe that what you see is real. And if you do, and you get confirmation, then spirit's like, okay, yeah, I can work with you because you know your shit. You're really believing us. Like you're with us. So it's easier to convert everything you see because you know it's real. But this last 2 months has been insane. Like it's just like I'm getting too many downloads, too many things. Like it's like, okay, I appreciate, you guys having my back and all that, but like, okay. You can turn down the volume back down to like 5. I don't need the 10 right now. You can turn it down. I don't really say it to him. I say it out loud like this as a joke. But, it's meant for me to see. It's meant for me to see because, they want me to keep believing because it's been very hard for me lately to deal with like the people around me. Like, I'm fine. I tell people, I'm fine. Mark is okay. I'm good. It's just that the people around me, like my parents, my sister, my siblings, my nephews, they're going through some difficulties here and there. So I'm like, I'm cool. Like I have to be like the rock for the I'm the solid rock foundation for my family. Like I always have, hey Ninja, how you doing? So I have to like make sure that, I keep it together and stay powerful for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's difficult. It's been very difficult for my family lately, but and for me dealing with them. But I'm okay. Like spirit keeps showing me, like, you're good, bro. You're all right. We got your back. We're gonna give you a break. We're gonna do something for you. We're gonna get you what you need. And they have. Like it's amazing how great God is and how good spirit can be. Like every single person in this world has a spirit army. And the more people you have on your side, the stronger your army is. So when one can't help, the other one can. And they reward you for rewarding them. You see, I'm the type of person, I'm more of a giver than a taker. I don't take much, I give a lot. And, I don't do it to get reward. I do it because that's who I am. That's what I've, learned over my life. Like, and so a lot of people say when you love yourself and when you're on the right track and you're on the right, way, like if you're happy living the life you're living, then you're able to help someone else. You're not supposed to be helping anybody else if you can't help yourself. So now that I'm like I've been on a good level for a long time now. And that's why like I feel so good helping everybody else, because I want them to feel what I feel. I want them to see what I see. I want them to have what I have. And that's just like being happy with yourself. That's it. That's that simple. And once you're happy with yourself, the universe just says, okay, you finally did it. You finally realize that you need to be happy first. We respect that you help everybody. We respect that you helped yourself. Now let's just give you gifts. Let's give you signs. Let's make you feel. Let's make you know. And that's what happens. So when you do ask for a favor spiritually, you get it. Life is so easy, but people make it hard. And people don't understand, like, the more you believe, the more you receive, but you have to believe it. You can't doubt it when something bad happens, because that's like the world has always been good versus evil, God versus the devil. It's been like that since the beginning of time. So if you don't understand that now, you'll never fucking understand that. So you have to stay positive and good all the time. Don't convert back to evil. Don't convert back to negativity. Don't convert back to lack of faith. Because then you lose everything again. You lose yourself. And if you got to keep coming back around in a circle and you're not staying at that level, then you're going to go back downhill again. And once you get to the highest level of spiritual belief, you get the highest level of disbelief thrown at you. The devil don't want us to be happy. That's why he tries so hard to make you unhappy. But if your belief stays with God and stays within yourself, and I tell people, you don't have to believe in God or the devil. Just believe that you yourself can make it happen. You yourself can be your higher power. You can believe that that if you don't believe God exists and devil exists, that's fine. I'm not against anybody who don't believe that. I'm just against you believing in yourself. And if you believe in yourself, then you don't need to believe in anything else. Because everything is going to be put right in front of you when you start to believe that you got everything, and stop being selfish and stop being envious or stop worrying about shit that you can't change. I remember when this whole like divorce thing happened, worry was embedded in me by everybody else, but I knew from day one that we were going to be fine. And I told my sister, I looked at her in her face yesterday in her eyes. I said, didn't I tell you we was going to be all right? And she goes, I know, Mark, but I'm not like you. I said, I know you're not. I'm trying to convert you over to believing in yourself. it's working, but then you pull back. You let the devil get in your head again. You can't do that. You got to keep believing that the future is going to be fine. And if you do that, you'll be fine. It's not taught. It's learned. It's like you have to learn. You have to teach yourself. You have to learn. And that's the way it's going to be. And once you do that, you're fine. But I can say it till the cows come up and the sun goes down and comes back up tomorrow. And some people are going to listen. Some people are not going to listen. So yeah, best thing to do is keep believing. That's the best thing we can do. Hey Shakima, have you seen this deck before? It's called the Creativity Oracle. You're welcome, Ninja. No worries. It's all good. One thing about me, I don't, I ain't worried about nothing. I'm good. I'll give you a card, all right, Shakim? I'll pull you a card. It's got really nice artwork. It's a really pretty deck. And like it's got like a message on the back. And it's got like the picture on the front. So I'll give you a message. It's like still raining outside. Raining, it's pouring. Oh, see, here you go, Shakim. I like that. Yeah, of course. I don't get frustrated anymore because I know that everybody's life is different. All right, your card, Shakima, is wish granted. Believe in your abilities as a magic maker to manifest your wishes. They will soon be your reality. Number 10. Well, yeah, actually, I didn't even see that. I was too focused on the butterfly. Yeah, the two people right here on the bottom. Yeah. All right, let's see what it means. What else it means? It's got like I got the book here, so I'll read a little bit from the book. It's got like a big paragraph, but I'll read some of it. All right. Oh, really? Well, you know how that goes. All right, this is an indication that your desire to actualize your creativity will produce the result you wish for. Allow yourself to enjoy a visit to the heavenly state where we can access when we have no doubt, even if it's for a few minutes. This can also be a reminder to be careful of what you wish for because you are going to get it. Living life creatively means solving challenges in a mindful way. And that means allowing the situation to fill what we are, our psychic imagination. This is a part of our psyche where we feel free to let the creative solutions enter and show us the ways to act we would otherwise not be open to it. As Cinderella sang, a wish is a dream your heart makes. Cool. I like that. That's the first time I've ever pulled that card. So yeah, see the book? Like it's got the thing on it. So it looks like your wishes are going to be granted, and it'll be a reality soon. So looks like things are in the making, even though what we see right now might not happen, but we shall see. With that number 10, it could be 10 days from now, or it just could be that things are about to complete. I haven't used this deck in like over a year, maybe more than that. I couldn't tell you last time I used this deck, but I like it. Yeah, Elizabeth bought it for me for my birthday, I believe. She always buys me cool stuff. What was my card yesterday? I can't remember what my card was. Oh, limits. Yeah, my card was limits. Not to limit myself. It was pretty cool. Yeah, she is. She's doing good. I spoke to her on Instagram not too long ago. Yeah, she's okay. It was her birthday last month, so that's when I talked to her. And I spoke to her. Last time I spoke to her was on Mother's Day. I wished her a happy Mother's Day and spoke to her for a bit on Instagram. I think that was the last time I've been on Instagram was Mother's Day. I came on Mother's Day and gave messages to all the mothers. I think it was Mother's Day. I was. Yeah. I think it was the day before or the day after. I think it was the day before. Yeah, her birthday was in April, a month ago. It's still raining outside, and the birds are singing and bathing in the rain. I can hear them outside. Actually, let me see something here. Hey, Becca, what's up, sweetie? You all right? I knew it was getting like it's supposed to rain like all week. But here in Bermuda, we need the rain because it goes underneath our house in a tank. But yeah, it ain't gonna stop no time soon. Holy shit. It's got pure rain and we need it. The pool's full of water and we have tanks underneath our house. Probably for like a few more minutes. I'm not gonna be on here too long. I'm waiting for my sister to call me because we're gonna go have lunch together and she's off this week. So I'm just waiting for her to text me, and as soon as she texts me, I'm gonna go have lunch with her, and we're gonna go shopping. And I gotta take my precious little doggy to go get her manicure and pedicure and bath today. If I do come on late tonight, it'll be late. It'll be late tonight because the basketball game's on tonight, so I'll probably be on like midnight or something like that. That's if they win. If they lose, I'm going to sleep. Hey, Ali, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, my doggy's gonna get pampered today. Yeah, she's right behind me, right here. See, her head's right there. It's raining outside, so she's all comfortable on her blanket. I got my AC on because it's like super humid, and it's windy and rainy. So there she goes. She just heard me say something about her. She just did a snort. She sounds like a damn pig sometimes. She deserves a good pampering. Last time she got her I think it was January we gave her like no February we got her like a bath and a pedicure and manicure there. I think it was February, like 2 months ago or 3 months ago. It's like every 3 months we take her in. But I had to like get a urine sample for her because she has like a bladder infection. She's got like little crystals in her bladder. So I took the urine in yesterday and the vet's called like about a couple hours later and said she has like a little bladder problem. It's from like old age and she probably ate something or something went in her body that was not good that caused some bacterial type of, stuff. So she's been on medication for like a week. And now they're going to I haven't seen anybody yet, but they're going to drop off her antibiotics. She's got to go on antibiotics, but she's fine. She eats, she sleeps, she drinks. But when she pees, like she'll squat and she'll pee, and like sometimes nothing will come out. So it's like she's got like something. It's like a bladder infection, but it's nothing serious. They said it's nothing serious. It's just like to do with her diet. Like she's eating something that's not good for her. So I told her, I said, you know what? It could be is like there's different types of grass around here. And sometimes like when they get sick, they like eat grass and shit. And sometimes the grass has like, stuff on it or weeds and stuff that could affect her. Because dogs ain't supposed to eat like, weeds and grass. But dogs do eat like grass when they have like a tummy ache. That's like their relief, apparently. But it could also be, I think it's to do with like the chlorine in the pool and the soap in the pool because she's so dopey sometimes that she'll lick the water that comes out of the pool. So maybe she's like, maybe she drank some of the water that's not that great. I don't know what it could be, but apparently they said it's something that she eats or drinks. I'm like, I don't know. Lord only knows. But she's okay though. She's all right. They said that they want another urine sample from her next week after she has her medication to see how it is. And then if not, she has to go on a strict diet. She can only eat certain things. So she's 8 years old. So they said it could be from old age and stuff because in the last 2 weeks she's peed in here. She's never peed in here. She's been living in here almost 2 years and she's never peed. She'll always alert me and be like, hey, I want to pee or I want to do something else. And then I'll take her outside. So, she's been okay though. Ever since she's been on medication, she hasn't peed in here since. But I make sure I take her periodically outside, to pee and to do her business because she's getting older. And dogs don't really last that long. Like, my pit bull, he died at 14 years old and she's 8. So, but she's okay. She's healthy. They just said that she's a little overweight and she's like probably eating something that's not good for her. And that's probably my fault because I give her like bacon and treats and cookies and people food. And I feel bad for dogs. Like I can't stand the fact that they eat dog food every day, like a canned food with bullshit, like dry food and wet food. Like, I give her fish. I give her healthy things and chicken and rice and things like that. Every now and then I'll give her like a piece of bacon or something, a cookie or something like that. But I don't know. She's all right though. All right, no problem, Ninja. I'll be on later on tonight. I should be. Because like it's pouring rain outside, so I can't really do anything today. I have all this work to do outside, and I can't even do it. I was supposed to cut the grass here at my mom's house. I can't do it. And it's supposed to rain all day today, all day tomorrow. Then it's supposed to be okay on Thursday. And then Friday and Saturday it's supposed to rain again. And I'm not complaining because we need the rain. Everything was like dry and shit. All right, Ninja, take care. Have a good day. I'm going to head out of here. If nobody wants a message or nobody wants anything, I'm going to go to because it's lunchtime. Yeah, sure. Thanks. I got this deck today, Becca. It's called the Creativity Oracle. It's pretty. I don't think I've given you one of these. And it's got like the gold trim too, like the other deck you like. Don't put that in her mind because she's freaky, you know. She probably think the whipped cream is for something else. She gets excited. I like that. All right. See, one thing about Becca, she sees signs and things too. Spirit's always around her, and this card proves it. All right, let me see. You got like one of the last cards in the deck. All right, cool. All right, I got it here. All right, this is your card, Becca. And it says, yeah, it's got a whole book. It's got the message and then like the book thing. It says confidence. Know and feel this affirmation beyond a doubt. I am all that I need to get what I want. Number 77. And in the book it says, this is an indication that you should feel good about how you are dealing with the matter in question, and that you should also feel good about yourself in general. We must all overcome the pervasive and negative effects in our culture and in our psyches of centuries of religious teachings and frown upon a person feeling good about themselves and enjoying the gift of their unique talents as their birthright. If you come from a dysfunctional family, early experiences of being ashamed for your family circumstances may cause your inner child to feel unworthy of being happy, respected, or successful. So lingering, irrational, low self-esteem is your constant companion. Be proud that you have come this far and done what you have done. The more you build up your self-esteem, the more adventurous you'll be able to be. And I know you for a while now, and this is like the perfect card for you because it explained your life story just now. But nobody knows that, but I do. So there you go. Perfect. And I tell you that all the time. Know and feel this affirmation beyond a doubt. I am all that I need to get what I want. Bang. See how the tiger is like walking confidently around? He's like got his head up and he's like, you know, he's like, yeah, I'm the shit. I'm going through here. I don't care. Everything looks nice around me. I can do what I want. I'm feeling confident. Nobody gonna fuck with me. I'm a tiger. And it's like all these pretty flowers and things all around. I am all that I need to get what I want. Remember how Marky always talks about needs and wants. And that's a good saying. I am all that I need to get what I want. And it's number 77. See that? That's the year I was born. I like that. I love that deck. I did. I pulled one for myself yesterday. Yeah, I got limits. I mean, I could pull another one for myself. I've been a good boy. Why not? Fuck it. All right, I'll pull one for myself. What do I need to know today? Today is a new day. Let's see what I need to know today. All right. That's crazy. The numbers in itself are just like, really? You're really going to do that to me like that? All right. This is my card with two women on it, you know. But, you know, there's more to that. It says, number 22, counsel. Counsel. Seek out the counsel of those whose lives create work you must admire. You most admire, I mean. So this says, is an indication that you should seek out solutions to the matter in question from people outside your work group whose own process and output you respect. Ideally, you should meet in real life, but using the technology to learn from them is a wonderful privilege. This card can also be a reminder to act as a mentor to someone else. Sometimes the act of teaching and seeking to understand the situation of another can give you new insights into your own. In rare instances, this card is an indication that you should avail yourself of services to an attorney whom you reached out and found to be knowledgeable and honest, and for whose works quickly and thoroughly. I know. So it's telling me to continue to do what I'm doing, which I know, you know. And this is kind of interesting because I want to have one-on-one sessions in real life once I get my place up and running over there, because I'm actually renovating an attic. And the attic is big enough for me to put an office up there to do readings. And I actually have it all cleared out now, and I'm like kind of mapping it out. So this week I've been like working on that as well. So like, see how this has a one-on-one like situation here? So it's telling me that, you know, I should really do it. I should really like, you know, do one-on-one readings and one-on-one counsel with people, because I can learn from them and they can learn from me. And that's what I need to be doing. Seek out the counsel of those whose lives and creative work you most admire. So I admire people who do that to help people and stuff. And it's number 22, and I've been seeing 22 like crazy. I see 22. That's like my number. I see 22 everywhere. Everywhere. I love these cards. I'm gonna continue to use them because there's like 80 cards in this deck. So it's like, it's really nice. So yeah, they're on point. Even yesterday's card I got was on point too. It's really nice. I like these cards. All right, I'm gonna head out of here. I've been on here for like an hour and a half. Oh, cool. Why not? I have so many decks. I have so many decks, it's unreal. I got too many. I even gave some away. Like I got too much, you know, but I don't even use half of them. But this one here, I love this deck. I'm so glad I bring it up. Like it's really been helpful. All right, Becca, I'll see you later. Are you coming on today? I came on last night for a bit. I might be on tonight, or I might come back later on this afternoon. I'm not sure because it's pouring rain here. So everybody's going to see me more during the day. Okay, cool. I'll try and catch you tonight then. I'll catch you tonight if I don't come on. Or if I'm on, I'll see you. Yeah, I know. All right, cool. Well, I'll see if I can hang out with you tonight and come in there and talk some shit and have fun. Because I'm gonna be watching the game tonight. So after the game, I'll probably come on for a bit. I'm gonna go get some lunch now. I'm waiting for my sister to come home so we can go to lunch. So we're gonna hang out. If you want to do it right now, I can do it right now because I'm waiting for my sister. But I was just about ready to leave. So if you want to do it, you got to do it now, and then I'll go. Or if not, I'll go, and I'll come back tonight. Yeah, I mean it's nice. Okay, no problem, Ali. I don't blame you, back. I'm tired of that shit too. Like I got tired of that a long time ago. I don't really do that no more. I just can't like do yes and no questions. I have to do detailed stuff. I can't just sit there and be like, okay, you got this, it's a yes. You got this, it's a no. That's just frustrating. And a lot of times, like it's the same people just with different names asking the same questions in a different way. It's the same people, different names, same questions, but different ways of wording it. And a lot of times it's the same people that's in everybody else's room asking the same shit over and over and over and over and over. And then they end up getting confused and lost in the matrix. That's why I don't do it no more because I actually caught people like coming in and out of my room asking the same shit over and over. That's why I stopped doing free yes and no questions. That's why now I do paid questions so those free people will leave me alone. That's why I just give a free simple message and that's it. You know. All right, Ali, let's check. Yeah, and that's what you should be doing. That's why I just give one free card because I'm not here to be giving like free like money. I mean free questions and shit. Like I give a lot of free stuff to the people who get readings from me. Like if you get constant readings from me, I'm gonna give you more than what you bargain for, more than what you get. I always give more, like because people are spending money, and I'll give them free shit all the time. But if you ain't spending no money and coming in here every day looking for a card, then I'm gonna be like, you know what? You ain't getting shit because you wouldn't do it for me. So why should I do it for you? But I've been doing free stuff forever. I've been on here for almost 4 years. In the first like 2 years, I did nothing but free shit constantly. And now, like I'm getting paid for my services, rightfully so, and my prices are very reasonable. All right, let's check, Ali. Well, it looks like the judge is going to like ask her to pay for damages, but she's gonna like fight it to the end. She's not gonna want to pay anything because she's like, kind of, got a bad temper or she's like mental or something. So he might excuse her for paying, but the restraining order will stay there, and he'll warn her to like, don't be doing nothing. But I think she has mental problems or something like that, where she can't afford the money. So he's gonna like excuse her from paying, or she's gonna have to pay like a certain amount, but over a period of time. It doesn't tell me no concrete. Yeah, it doesn't tell me a concrete answer because it's gonna say that it's wasted money. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's kind of saying that because she's like a mental case, or she's gonna claim she has an illness, or she's gonna get like some paperwork saying that she's mentally unstable. So the judge is gonna be like, look, I understand what's going on here, but you know, yeah, like she's gonna claim insanity or like mental illness, so she's gonna get away with not paying. Yeah. I still think you might get some compensation, but it's not going to be much. Like you might get a couple $100, if that, but I doubt you're not going to get like a lot of money out of it. And if they order her to pay it, she's gonna like fight it, or like yeah, exactly. You might get like $200 out of it, if that. I get the number two. So you'll either get $200, or like it's gonna take a while to get that. But like I think he's gonna make her pay something, but they're gonna make her pay something, but not like a lot. Yeah. I still think you'll get something out of it, but I'm not getting like a set price. But she's gonna fight it and claim like she's gonna claim that something's up, like with her illness or something like that, or she has some type of illness or something. But if she works at a university, it should tarnish her job for doing what she did to you. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I think because of her workplace, the judge is probably gonna order her to pay something. And I feel like it's gonna be at least $200 just for like aggravation pay, or like trying to like ruin things, or like things like that. I don't think it's gonna be a significant amount, but you'll get something. Yeah, yeah, I'm getting that. Yeah, it looks like she's gonna try and get out of it, but she's gonna get the bad end of the stick eventually. The judge is gonna like sort out something. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But people are working at places they shouldn't be working at anyway. And I think the judge is very suspicious, and I told you that yesterday too. Like he's very suspicious of the whole situation. So he's gonna have like suspicions about like the behavior, or like her. So there's something up in there. Okay, perfect time. My sister's coming home now. So cool. Perfect time. Yeah, it looks good, Ali. I would say like don't bank on getting a lot, because you probably won't. You probably won't. Well, your daughter's keeping me here. It's her fault. But my sister just texted me and said she's coming home now, so to pick me up. All right, cool. Perfect time. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll see you guys later on or tonight. I'm not sure yet. Depending on how my day goes, then I'll be back, or I might be on tonight. All right. I'll see you all later. Cool. No problem. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're welcome.